Hey Internet, I'm the Cow Says Moo, and you're watching Dr. Moo Continuum, episode 17, a Minecraft 1.5.2 Let's Play with a whole bunch of mods installed. I've been doing a little bit more work on the house here, as I kind of mentioned last time when we were doing our dungeon travel. I added a bunch of DSUs, as you can see. I've got a ton now. This is 5 high and like 9 wide or something. And they're all kitted out with all kinds of chassis pipes and pretty much the same thing we've got in the other ones. Provider plus polyphonic or not polyphonic, polymorphic sinks. And they are pretty much all filled. I don't remember if I quite filled all the bottom ones here. Yeah, it looks like I've got maybe 2 left. Basically, we were running out of storage out here in these chests, and after that, after I cut the camera last time, I had a crash and lost everything in my ender pouch. I recreated some of the items that we got last time that were more interesting, like moonlight and see these grenades, and there were just a couple other ones. I just went back to the video and looked and saw what I got and just gave myself a couple of them. But we lost a ton of books and a few other things, but it's not really that big a deal. I mean, it kind of sucks that the whole point of that episode was to go on an adventure, and then I lose most of the spoils of it, but it was still fun, so it's not a big deal. Anyway, I think it was related to the fact that there was just a bunch of stuff in the logistics system rather than in the chests, and that's possibly why I crashed, and definitely how I lost all the items. So I wanted to clean up all these and added a bunch of more DSUs to help do that. I also made and added a few item tesseracts, and as you can see, spoiler alert for just a couple minutes away, one of them's already assigned. The other 2 are just ready to go. I also kind of rearranged a few things. I added those tesseracts like we saw, but then I moved some of the stuff out of these chests into a couple different areas. I made a crystal chest here and put it next to my anvil, and it's got all of my books in it that I've got so far. And let's see, what else did I do? I put up this shelves right here and brought out some of my music discs. So these are the 6 different discs I've got. I had a couple duplicates of these guys, but I don't have any of the others yet. And made a note block or a jukebox so I can play them when I feel like it. And then you come up here, and as you can see, I used some of my extra tanks that I had and just dumped all those buckets that I had floating around in the chests into here. And then I also went down and gathered up well, not all, but some of the sludge, that pool down there that I've got by my animals. I gathered up some of that and then just filled in the rest of it. But I brought the stuff that I could up here. This is milk and chocolate milk and mob extract, I think is what it's called, and I think I've got biofuel and poison. I've just got all kinds of different things that I had just random buckets of that I wanted to remove from the system because they don't really stack very well. Only ones that I pulled from chests pre-stacked were stacked. All the other ones are all individual. And then I just set up a couple armor stands and other things. Got a printing press, which I think we're going to try using today. And what is this thing called? Typesetter's table, something like that. They were just sitting in the chest, so I set them up here, and I've got a nice little magic tower. Actually, a fairly ugly little magic tower. After it's done, I'm kind of thinking it's a little ugly, but it'll work. It's not too horrible. These levitation blocks were from inside of the mountain. They were in that magic lab inside the mountain, and I think I'd rather use them here for right now, so we'll just step on in here and head on up. I've set up all kinds of stuff. I already made myself an infusion table and a little bit of nitor and lit the place up. Pulled some candles out of the chests, and I think all in all it's looking pretty good. Most of the other stuff we've got from inside the mountain. Research table, a couple of these worded jars, my little golem here. So I'm pretty much all set to start working on some magic, I guess, now. Those are amber blocks. If you've never placed them in the world, they look pretty cool in my opinion. I've also got an obsidian chest, and I moved all the magic stuff from downstairs up here. And it is part of the logistics system. Actually, I should put a provider pipe in that too, or a provider module in that too. I don't think I have one in there. And I think I used all the ones I've got. But we should check that out. Actually, I guess that's a requester pipe, so I'd have to set up another pipe down here or something. I'll look into that. But anyway, as you can tell, that's where the other part of the tesseract goes. So this is coming along pretty nicely. And then to head back down, you just hit this button here. It's difficult to hit, but you do eventually hit it. And it just drops you down. Pretty cool. I just used some wireless redstone transmitter and receiver underneath these and on those buttons up there for that. Pretty easy. Oh, come on. Stupid door. And I've also done some work outside. Well, not really much you can see. Right there is kind of a little hexagon shape. That'll be my new apiarist building, and I started moving some stuff from my house over to that. Did a little bit more road work up here. Ran out of road blocks again, so it's not quite finished, but it's close. Heck of a lot closer than it has been. I think that's about it for the outside. Maybe we'll head down and take a quick look. I've done a little bit more using the traveling house, so I've added a couple more buildings down there. Actually, one of the things I think I want to do, I've had some other suggestions for getting up and getting down, but for the time being anyway, I think I just want to add a dimensional door. So let's see, I've had this rift signature forever, and I think I made an iron door, so let's go ahead and put this in here. Also, before we head down, maybe we'll make something. I've got some plans for other things to do today, so let's put you right there. Okay, signature stored. One of the things I want to do today is magic related. I'd like to start working on some magic stuff. I definitely want to make Thaumcraft hoe, sword, probably axe, and maybe shovel, and there's probably some tinkerer ones that I want as well. I haven't looked through all those recipes yet. But for the most part, if I'm making them, and they're just a little bit of a pain to make, so I want them to all have repair so I don't go breaking them all the time. And that sounds like a nightmare to try to do, because without better enchanting, repair is random and it just sounds like a pain in the butt. So, since I've got repair on this pickaxe at the core, I'd like to try to disenchant my pickaxe, get a book of repair, and then use that typesetter and printing press that I've got upstairs to make more of those books so I can distribute it to my different items. So we're going to make an MFR disenchanter, and we'll take that down with us and try disenchanting our pickaxe to get the book, and then we'll come back up here and get it ready to go. So let's look at this disenchanter. What does it take to make? I haven't even looked. It takes not too bad. Yeah, we should be able to do that. Let me gather up these components, because there's a couple of them I don't think I have quite made up, and we'll whip this bad boy up. Alright, I think we've got what we need here. Let's take a look. I smelted up some rubber bars and some netherrack, and this will give me my 2 bricks, and this will give me a bit more plastic sheets. I need this factory machine block, which is 3, because I'm apparently out of them. Come on. There we go. And then we'll need this. So diamond. I'm going to want a couple more books. And here we go. Auto disenchanter. Nice. Let's grab just a couple more books. And I think that's all we're going to need for the time being. Did I not actually request those? Oh no, it looks like I did. There we go. Alright, oh, it's nighttime. Let's go sleep real quick. Though I've lit up a lot of the area down there, but better safe than sorry. See all my different requests. Alright, so let's head down and I'll kind of show you what I've been up to. Oh, I also did fill in this pond like I said I was going to and kind of expanded it just a little bit and put some fish eggs in here. So now I got a bunch of tamed fishies. You put a lot of purple ones in there because I had plenty of them and they look pretty good. And some clownfish and then a couple other colored ones. I might add just a couple more. I don't want it to be too crowded, but I could probably add a couple more and they'd be okay in here. Alright, so let's head down. Alright, as you can see, I did move most of my apiaries. This one's still just churning out meadow stuff. But I do have several mutated tree leaves up here, so I might have to get a grafter here soon and start cutting down some of these. But I got several of them in all 3 trees, so that's awesome. And as I said, I filled in this sludge. So now it's usable space again. And I brought over a couple more of these little buildings. This building over here, I brought over the farm, or one of the farms, with a traveling house. And then modified it just a little bit, so I got potatoes and carrots here. I might expand it a little bit more just for this house, but I wanted to get it out of the desert. As I said, I've kind of started turning that desert into ruins of a village rather than an actual village. So that's pretty cool. I think it's looking pretty good. This will be my apiarist's area. I've just got a hexagon. Looks like honeycomb, basically. Something apparently died over here. But this is all just, normal auto processing for beehives, or for apiaries. Nothing too interesting. Oh, actually, I never set this. Items in inventory pulse. Did I set these other ones? I know I didn't have that one at the time. That one I did. I'm going to have to bring down another autarkic cake. I forgot about that. I've got plenty of them up there, though. I found another set of them, not stack, set of them in floating island way off to the east somewhere. Let's see, brought over another building. Kind of flattened out this area a little bit. The reason I put the apiaris over there is because it's both plains and desert. I don't have any jungles right here nearby or other biomes, but plains and desert covers at least a little bit more ground than just the plains that are here. Another house that I brought over. Excuse me. Show you the extended road. I kind of showed you from up on top what it looks like, but looks like I need to add some steps right there. I have to remember that. And this area isn't quite finished. But this will just come down here to the little docks or marina that I've got here. I figure having a big road from the docks makes sense because you're unloading stuff from boats. You want to have a nice big road to bring them into the main part of the building, or into the main part of the city. Ooh, I should also get that particle block from up there. Anyway, let's set up this door. I want to put it in the basement of the church. I've kind of started hollowing this out just a little bit. I haven't quite decided what I want it to look like yet, but this is getting pretty close, maybe. We will put this right here, and then iron door. Oh, that iron door actually isn't what I want, is it? What was I thinking? Well, I think I've got another rift thing. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't want just an iron door. I wanted actually a dimensional door. Oh well, not a big deal. We'll get that taken care of next time I go up and down and can get my supplies again. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright, so let's come in here with this disenchanter. And for the time being, this will work just fine. Let's just put this disenchanter like right here. There we go. And we'll give it 3 books because this has got 3 different enchants on it, and it might take that many. We might get lucky and it just pulls repair off right away. We'll see. But the way this disenchanter works is you put an enchanted item in there plus some blank books, and it removes one of the enchantments at random from the item and puts them on a book, and damages the item just a little bit. Actually, like a quarter of its. So quite a bit, but I think it's worthwhile. Let's start dumping some of this stuff back in here that we don't need, like that. I brought these other energy tesseracts down. I don't think I'm going to hook them up yet, but I'm just going to leave them down here so they're available when I'm ready to start moving things around. There we go. Oh, and we got repair the first try. That's good. Cool. So that was much easier than I expected it to be. Alright, here's Skeleton. I bet he's down in that hole, though. Let's see. Have I done much else out here? As I showed from up there, I've got a little road going up this direction. It's a little narrower, but still roughly the same kind of pattern. And it goes up here to the mason and the quarry. I think it looks pretty good, though. I kind of like the smaller road off of it. And then I've extended the road all the way over here to kind of come up and go by in front of the mountain where I will have residential areas and stuff. And as you can see, it's not quite finished yet. As I said, I ran out of blocks. But all in all, I think it's looking pretty good. Anyway, let's go take this repair book back up. I don't happen to have another of those rift signatures on me, do I? Nope, it doesn't look like it. Oh well, we'll do that one later. Alright, so I want to bring the rift signature with me, and I want to bring the smoke block that I found in Twilight Forest. Gotta remember that, Cal. Alright, so I'll head back up top and we'll continue working on a few things. And remind me that I want the smoke block and the other rift. Okay, so I'll be back in a bit. Alright, made it back up top. And I've grabbed a few things, including that smoking block that I said I wanted to get and the rift signature. I remembered them. And I grabbed an ender pearl and an iron ingot out of here, so we'll go ahead and make our door that I meant to have with me last time, but I actually just had a plain old iron door like an idiot. There we go. Alrighty. So now we'll be able to do that. Is there anything else I'm going to need? Yes, I'm going to need a chase. So let's see what's involved in that. Looks like 4 slabs and an iron ingot. How many slabs? Oh, I do even. Awesome. Alright, so we'll whip that up real quick. Oh, apparently Sakura does not work with this. Fine. You'll be fine. There we go. A few more than I needed, but that's okay. We'll actually probably need a couple of these. So let's go ahead and get a couple more iron ingots and just use this up. If we don't need them right away, we can leave them in the chest up there that I left between them. There we go. Anything else? Yes, but I'll go ahead and grab those out of the chest individually and show them to you. I think that's it for now. Alright, we'll store the signature again. And next time we'll actually do it right. And the other thing I want to get is these right here. I've got 4 XP stones full of 30 levels. One thing I didn't realize before is that with these XP essences, you can actually... I had tried to find a use for the stones that you make out of these. Well, the use for them is... you just put them in your inventory and right-click them and you get 5 levels. How awesome is that? So I've burned through 2 stacks plus a little bit more, which is what I had, and gained a ton of levels, and in doing so charged up a few more of these. And I also made a couple more of these out of those too, because I was going through the levels so fast. So I think 2 more should do me for the time being. We'll take those up with me though. Oh, I do need one more thing. I'm going to need a pair of reading glasses. And I don't know that I actually need them, but I'm going to make them because it's too funny. Let's see, reading glasses. Iron, 2 black dye, and 2 glass panes. Alright. We're going to need some of this anyway, so let's grab just all of those for now. And iron. And I think I'm going to want more black dye. So let's see, how do we make ink? Just 3 dye essences straight across, okay. Let's get something like that. That'll work. There we go. Dye essences. Super, super convenient. Alright, I think that's everything I'm going to need. So we'll head up here to these. And let's whip up those glasses real quick. Let's see, what was it, like this? Yep. Reading glasses, and we'll put those on. And they look super goofy. Look at that. Alright. And then we come over here and we put the chase right up there. And then we put our book here. And as you can see, it requires 40 levels to make an enchanted chase with repair 2. So what I'm doing is I'm going to duplicate this book. So I've got several copies of it so I can enchant them with my anvil. enchant any other Thumbcraft items that I want with my anvil. But it requires 40 levels to make the enchanted chase. So that's why I got these. Now I'm 60. And then you come up here and with an open hand, you shift, right click. There we go. Alright, so now I've got that. That'll go there. And we'll get like 32 ink. And put them. Where does the ink go exactly? Here. There we go, 32 ink. We'll get some empty books out, and each chase makes 3 books. So we turn 1 book into 3, which isn't horrible. There we go, and it will start copying. And if we wait here for a few seconds, it's not too long. Excuse me, there we go. We now have our Repair 2 back, and we'll get 2 more copies. How awesome is that? Alright, and then we will go ahead and get those levels, and I think I'll do this process one more time just so I've got plenty of books on me. So let's see, that was right here. And then shift right click with an empty hand on the book makes the chase. Alrighty, and then we'll throw that chase on there again and put 3 more books. There we go, and we'll get 2 more of them. Looking pretty good. Alrighty, so we'll leave these glasses here. Take those off. Leave them in the chest here. Put my helmet back on. There we go, and 1 more. Should be just about done. There we go. So we should have 5 of these. Excellent. I am going to leave one of those right here just so I don't accidentally use it. And we'll take this down. And throw a couple of them in here. And then I don't know if we can repair a damaged one of, or enchanted damaged one of these. Can we? We can. Excellent. But we need 1 more level. Well, maybe we'll just go down and kill something. Let's drop off these stones, and we'll place our dimensional door, and maybe place our smoking blocks. I should have left some of that ink up there. That'll do. We'll put this ink back upstairs real quick, because we definitely need that in that chest up there. May as well make it as convenient as possible on myself. Alright, then we'll head down and maybe kill something else, and then come back and repair our pickaxe. Or put repair back on our pickaxe. The sun is going down, isn't it? I'm facing west? Yeah, okay, cool. Alrighty, yeah, we've got just a ton of those. Ooh, we have a nasty creeper. Bulwark Alchemist. Alright, well, we'll just shoot the heck out of you. Let's see. I'm not seeing that creeper. I see a couple zombies down there. Oh, I got a skelly here too that wants to join in the fun. Come on. I bet that creeper is still down there somewhere though. Ooh, that might be him right there. Alright, well, we'll just go down there and check him out. Pick up our experience, which should level us up enough to get our enchanted pick back. Ah, there he is. Alrighty, there we go. Anything else that happens to be down there we can handle no problem. As I think I've mentioned before, this place is an awesome little monster trap. For something that wasn't intended to be that way, it's pretty convenient for just going and mining a level or two when I need it. There we go. Though you do have to be careful because there does tend to spawn a bunch of creepers down here at one time when least opportune. Alright. So what else did we get out of that? Knockback sword. Bah. Well, I guess. Can't complain when it was that easy. More eggs, fish, blah, blah. Okay. Cool. Let's head back over here and see if we can't get this door set up. Kind of wanting to make this little area a bit of a nexus down here. Alright. There we go. Rift created and looks good. We'll head through and it brings us into our house. Excellent. So we've got at least one way to get back and forth without having to go up that stupid water elevator anymore. And smoking block. Let's get that set up. I'm going to put it in place of the middle one here, and we'll see what it looks like. Oh, wow. There we go. I really didn't want to jump down here. There we go. Smoking block. Come on. Be awesome. Oh, look at that. That is so much better. Well, not necessarily better, but so much more what I had in mind when I set those up in the first place. Yeah, look at that. Now that looks like a power plant. That's awesome. Alright. I need to do some more building in here and get this place alive. It's kind of barren. Really wanting a village here, but we'll get there eventually. We're adding things bit by bit. We've got the levels we need now, so let's head back up and enchant this pick. With repair again. There we go. And you should heal back up. You are. Excellent. Alrighty, let's see, what do we got here? Anything else to do? Well, that's the main thing I wanted to get done. We have three extra repair books right now that we can use on some, maybe a sword. Though I might want to disenchant this sword. I've got sharpness 5 and looting 3. Do I have any looting 3? Oh, I do have a couple looting 3 books. Okay, cool. How about sharpness? Sharpness? Oh, I've got a sharpness book too, so I guess I don't have to disenchant this, at least not right away. But one of the things I want to do with all of these items that I'm sitting on here is take them down to that disenchanter and turn them into books. So I can start combining books and just get exactly what I need. Oh, you're not enchanted. You don't go in here, you go in this one. Where did you go? There we go. The other thing I want to do is start playing around with these, because I've got a ton of them, and figure out 2 good ones to put into my cathedral. That obviously is yet to be built, but that's where they're going to live, is inside the cathedral. So we'll mess around with those as well. Let's see. Oh, we've got a ton of essences here. I've been fiddling around a lot, I guess, and we've just got a bunch more. But I'll put those together off camera. We've done some of that a few times. I did mix up what essences I'm getting. I should be getting a little bit of obsidian now. Initially, I had gotten rid of my XP essence because I had so much of it and didn't think I could use it for anything but those storage stones. But then I realized that I can right-click the actual stones that make up those storage stones and give myself 5 levels, so I added a few back. I think I've removed all the gold, or at least most of the gold, and added a little bit of iron. So we should be getting some iron. Where's that? Oh yeah, right there. So that's cool. So our farm is definitely still doing awesomely. Well, let's see. What do we want to do next? I guess we could start on a little bit of magic. I need to make some alembics up here, because I didn't have any alembics. So that'll probably be the first thing we work on. I don't know, that's kind of boring for on-camera stuff, because we've definitely done alembics before, so maybe I'll do that off camera, and then we'll figure out what else we want to make. So I'll be back in a bit. Alright, got my alembics made, and while I was at it, since I needed to produce warding jars for that anyway, I made a few more. I'm now out of glass, so that's all I've got for the moment, but I'll fill up the last little bit over here once I have some more glass made up. The next thing I think I want is a decanting golem, and to make a decanting golem you need a strong tallow golem, and I just happened to have gotten one of those from my chests earlier. Amidst all these different golems, I did get a strong tallow golem, so that's perfect. So let's see, we need a brain in the jar for that, so that's just 2 spider eyes. Brain, jar, bucket, and then these. So we'll load this guy up here, and I think I've got everything I need. We'll see. Let's see, is it something like this? Is that what it was? There we go. Then we need 8 malum, 8 animus, and 8 cognitio. So animus, malum, cognitio. Looks like we're golden there. You need to get out of the way. Get over on this side or something. There you go. There we go. And that should give us our brain in the jar. Excellent. And looks like we've got all kinds of stuff here. I don't have any files on me. And I think I'm out of glass. Oh, but that's just right downstairs. I forgot I'm not, like, hell and gone from this anymore. Oops. Gotta be quick on this elevator. There we go. Let's throw some sand into a furnace and make myself some glass. Stupid, stupid doors. Alright, let's just request a bit of sand here. Here we go. And we'll turn those 2 stacks into glass. We'll just throw that over here. Alright, I shouldn't need too many of these, so... Here we are. I think that will probably be enough, but we'll see. Whee! Upsy daisy. Alright, we just want to empty these guys out. There we go. And then we will load up our tallow golem here, which gets this, a sticky, and another brain, and I think he holds a jar here, something like that. What am I missing? Brain and jar on top, slime ball, strong tallow, warded jar. Oh, brain in the jar on top, not just brain. There we go. Alright, so we've already got Victus, so we don't need these apples, I guess. Animus we'll need from that, and 16 Cognitio we'll need that. Alright. So you and you. Decanting Golem. Nice. Alright, so we'll place the decanting golem here. And I guess we need to turn some of these guys into warded blocks, don't we? I forgot about that. Maybe. We'll see. Why would I be carrying a jar of poison? Any color. Well, I'll have to figure out how to make him decant. He should, I would think, start doing it if it's any color. Though maybe it has to be a color of some sort, and I just don't have any colors yet. That's probably it. So let's get some more warded blocks. No, not warded marker blocks. White. White sounds good. That is 4 wood and a wool again. Alright, we'll go with gray, I guess. And 16. way more than I'm going to need, but that's okay. No, actually it isn't. Not going to be too much. Let me figure out exactly where I want to put these. What do you got underneath you? You've got that. Perfect. That'll work. I know some of these have blocks underneath them and some of them don't, so some of them will be a bit more of a pain than others. But these two look like they're good. There you go. Start filling those bad boys up. Looks like most of these do. Awesome. So I'll at least get the bottom ones easily. Alright, and then these two over here. I've got 3 left. Perfect. Awesome. My little golems are doing their thing, stacking up some of these jars. Very cool. So I'll make up some more of these jars as soon as the glass gets done, and then we'll come back next time and maybe work on a hoe and a sword and a couple other things, and then get those guys repaired. But I think that's going to have to do it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode and you'll join me again next time. In the meantime, have fun and keep mooing.